I wonder, though, like, if, just, like, from a development standpoint, if they would have both Joyce and David here, because otherwise, you know, you miss out on this cool thing, you know?
No matter what happened before, Karen did hook us up here.
Or maybe somebody else is here. Who knows?
It's smart that everybody takes turns shopping.
Nothing.
Grocery list.
Yeah, just like, okay.
Condoms. Wait.
Somebody's fucking.
Somebody's fucking. Condoms for Priya.
For Priya? Good for them. Good. And a USB cord.
I mean.
That's for charging the vibrator while fucking, right?
100%.
Yeah. Turmeric, shea butter, ibuprofen.
Turmeric, is it turmeric that is, like, for inflammation?
Yeah, I think it is,
yeah.
So, they're in pain. Wait, hold on. Someone said condom.
Daniel's Big 10 late birthday party made him feel so happy.
Hope my crops will make it.
We have to be observant. Bringing you all the Easter eggs.
That woman is amazing.
I don't know why I'm taking the USB key, but I am.
Yeah. What?
She's really good at rewriting her own life.
Right. I am a solo Mobius strip. Just when I reach the end, I go back to the beginning. Resign myself to new faces, the privilege to escape and rewrite another draft. Goddess laughs at plans, then shows me the page left unmarked for years. Out in the ghost desert, the seeds return as saplings to reveal their age and power. Now I go back forward, layered with fear and hope, to water the children of the sun.
Oh, children of the sun.
This one's pretty intense. I think I get it.
Don't believe I would find a soul within or without a church. A miracle was sleep and food and fuck. A day without shit until it was not. Now we run to celestial spires, oh visions of the fake prophet, engulfed in ego and belief. As the burning cross falls on all your cruel angels, I am the bonfire of vanities. So when the dam breaks, we all fled like glass on a mirage, if I believe.
Degrees in that fucking trailer. 105 degrees out here.
Whoa. I hope Karen sends this to Claire and Steven.
Hi, Mom and Dad. I've been thinking about this letter for a while, and I know it's been a long, long time coming. So I'm sitting here tonight thinking about the words I should have written 10 years ago. You always used to say, everything happens for a reason. We fought about it then. I understand. Oh, are those crossed out parts?
Yeah.
Yeah. We thought about it then, crossed out. I understand why now. There is a reason I feel like I have to reach out to you both from the desert. I know you've only heard from me once by phone and 6 times by letter for almost a decade. I'm sorry, crossed out. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I was certainly not trying to punish you, like you told me, crossed out. Don't laugh, but I just didn't know what to say or write. Poet's block. Just like how you had to block me from your life after I left Esteban. I understand that was how you had to deal with a problem child, crossed out, an only child who didn't live up to your expectations. There's no denying that I failed you, but the burden, crossed out, weight of your aspirations as parents failed me too. You had such a rigid opinion of what I was supposed to be that I just didn't have the chance, crossed out, opportunity to explore who I actually was. You wanted a daughter to grow up happy, find a good job, and great husband, settle down, to breed, crossed out, have kids, and raise them in faith to continue the cycle of suburbia. That daughter wasn't me, crossed out. I know that you were raised in a different time and culture, so I didn't understand your point of view. Like you didn't understand your wayward daughter. Maybe a bridge too far for us at the time. After Danny was born, I knew you wanted to take a break, crossed out, sometime.
I knew I wanted
to take a break, crossed out, sometime to figure things out in my head and heart. It didn't make sense to you or Dad, and I get that, but you didn't see how, crossed out. I was so desperate, and only Esteban was willing to give me that time because he saw how unhappy I was. I don't blame you for my decision to leave, and maybe a time out would have led to the same outcome. We will never know, and I try not to live in regret. My life has been a roller coaster, and there have been times I long to hear your voices and thoughts, even the negative ones, crossed out. And I know when I last talked to you in New York to ask for help in paying back my debts, you wanted to help, but it was on your condition to return right back to where I couldn't return. I hate that was our last conversation. I am sorry I reached out to you this day. I am sorry I broke your hearts. I am sorry I let you break mine for silence me for so long. I think we've paid our dues, and now I sit under a blue field of crystal stars like the poet I hope I am, writing and waiting for a chance to rebuild an old bridge with my mother and father. I hope we can cross it one more time. Love, crossed out, your daughter.
I still stand by what I said last time. That sucks that you didn't want to have kids. Too late, though. Like, I don't... Well, that sucks, but, like... There could have been a happy medium.
Well, but what she is talking about is...
No, I hear everything she's talking about. You can elaborate, but I do understand.
I think what she's saying is, like, Esteban was like, oh, hey, like, take a break. But her parents were like, no. Mm-hmm. And so then she felt like she had no choice but to just, like, leave completely. Mm-hmm. Which, you know, who knows? Who knows if that would have changed things for her, but...
I don't know. It still feels like, in my opinion, it sounds a lot like she's trying to take ownership of what she did, but at the same time, it still feels like she's saying, because you didn't let me take a break, I ran away. And I understand this is the person that she is, but sometimes, you know, you do something that sucks, and it just sucks that you did it. And even if you had reasons for it, it really still sucked that you did it. You know, it's not like I haven't done anything that didn't totally fucking suck, but I'm not going to say that society... Well, you know, society does make people do some shit, but yeah. Just like, you had two whole people that you put into the world, and even if you feel like you can't do it and stuff, there's happy mediums that you could have at least tried to do.
Well, but I think that what this is saying is that she did want that.
Which one?
She wanted, like, let me take a break. I'm overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. Like, if this had instead said, I wanted to, like, go to, like, residential treatment for a month to get my mental health under control, we would understand that, because that's, like, a real thing. And if you're a parent, like, that's called taking care of yourself so that you can take care of your kids.
No, I understand that. I do. I really do.
Can you let me finish?
Yes.
Before you... So, I think that that's, like... So, while I think that in, like, a real-life situation, there is a possibility that something like that, taking a break, could work out, I think that you're right, that this sounds more like she's trying to say that, but it's like, yeah, but now you're saying this after the fact, and, like, how much of it is just you not wanting to, like, fully take ownership over something, a shitty choice that you made, you know?
Yeah, it felt like, to me, she was saying, I wanted to take a break, but you wouldn't let me, so I ran away forever. But that's, like, shortening it a lot of what she said. That's just how it feels to me. And to me, I feel like it's a really big deal to have a kid, and I think it's a really big deal to, like, be committed to that, which is why I haven't had a kid, but I know, like, things happen and people have kids when they're not ready, and that really sucks. I just think that that's, like, one, if you have a kid, that's, like, so important, because that's a whole person, and it's just, to me, that's it. Like, it's nothing to do with her being a woman and being a mother. I think male or female or whatever gender you are, if you create an offspring, you have some sense of responsibility for it, unless you, like, give it up for adoption.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, carry it all the way to term and plop it out and everything.
This is, like, not necessarily, like, about Karen, but, like, in my experience, there are some cases, this is just my opinion, where I feel like I'd rather have the parent walk away than stay around and be shitty. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's how she was. I don't know how bad she was. Like, I had a parent that was shitty when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. And, like, who's to say if it would have changed how I felt about her if she had just chosen to, like, remove herself from the situation instead of staying around and being, you know? I don't know.
Outside of, like, your experience, would it have been, like, if she was just, like, visited them twice a year instead of just disappearing? Would that have been better?
And I don't know.
Like,
It's tough, though, because when you get in situations like this, there's always, like, the person, because, like, say if my mom had just left, right, and then, like, not visited us, I would have been like, oh, like, I could have had this mom, because I don't know what I know, me, here's present Stacy, which is that if she had stayed, she would have been crap. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can never see both sides, so whichever way it goes, you're always going to feel like you got a raw deal, in my opinion.
That sucks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
you're always going to think that, like, it could have been better.
Like, to me, it just frustrates me so much that she could have had just gone off into her own life and just stayed in contact and just done the minimum. And I get it. She really thought that they would be better without her. And I understand that feeling because I, too, have also had that thought, you know? And I get that. It bothers me.
But I don't know that staying in contact would necessarily be better.
Like sending letters? Like, it would have been more painful?
I think that would have been more painful. Granted, I am just speaking from my personal preference. Mm-hmm. If somebody just, like, if they just disappeared, their dad gets to write the narrative on, like, she's gone, we don't need her, we're moving on, it's a clean break. Mm-hmm. Whereas if she's, like, writing letters, but she doesn't want to come see them, she only wants to see them twice a year, they might think it reopens the wound of, like, why doesn't she want us? Like, she only wants us enough to send a card once a year, but she doesn't actually want us to stay with her. Maybe that was the thinking there. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess it's just, like, from my perspective, it really just bothers me to think that this huge responsibility is just... I don't know how to put it into words. It just fucking bothers me, and it makes me really mad. And I know that she's stepping up now, and I'm giving her credit for that. But it just, like, you know, just, like, I'm mad about it, you know? Just.
Yeah.
The world isn't perfect, and I know people just end up having kids when they didn't want to, or they are not meant to have kids and stuff. I don't know, just the people who abandon their kids really bother me. And I'm not talking about people who put their kids up for adoption. That's, like, a very responsible choice. But, like, I don't know, it just bothers me. For my personal thing. Just, I don't like it. And, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just, like, I feel like it's a really tough situation because there's a lot of things to consider. And, like, you can't fully know... Like,
Karen letting us invade her space after all these years. That's something. Looks like they all finally found their home.
Oh.
Karen looks so young and fragile on this picture. Hard times.
Maybe that's why I never, like, wanted to get married, because I was like, no, that's such, like, a huge thing. and I could never escape if, like, I had it. This is for me personally, just like...
Oh, for, like, never escape, like, marriage?
No, just, like, what if I got married?
I was gonna say, like, comparably, that's way easier to get out of than children.
But,
Trust
like,
me, I know.
To me, like, you know, what if, like, I get married and have kids, and then I'm like, wait a second, I can't fucking do this.
Hey, I mean, that's, like, part of the reason why I, like, really put... Because, I don't know. I would much... I mean, I don't... We all know that there's no, like, big... I have no big feelings towards having kids, but, like, a part of that is definitely to think, like, once you do it...
You can't get... There's no going back.
Yeah, there's no compromise. There's no changing it.
Yeah.
Like, and so I always just told myself, like, if I wasn't, like, really sure, then I wouldn't do it, you know? And there have been times where I was kind of like, maybe, you know?
But maybe is not enough.
But maybe is not enough for me. You know?
Yeah, maybe I guess that's just like I've always seen it as such like this huge thing where I was like, what do you mean? We've been seeing each other for 8 years. We're not getting married yet. We're not even close to like.
Yeah.
Like well, I always like for me whenever people move in relationships at completely normal paces, and I'm like, you guys have been together for 3 years and you're engaged? That's so fast. That's, like, my problem. For sure, 100%. But, like...
I was gonna say, to be fair, he was also garbage, so...
Yeah, but I'm like that with everybody. Remember when I told you, like, that person told me that they love me, so I ran away? That's not funny. That's, like, really mean.
That's, yeah.
No, but, like,
wow. I,
like, got so, like, scared because I was like, how could you love me? You don't even know me. But they probably did.
What?
Somebody. Just don't worry about it.
You don't have to tell me who. I just was curious what the timeline was.
It was, like, 3 months. And I was like, this is way too soon. Because it's just, like, the commitment of having someone love you. I'm like, that's really serious. It's because I take it really seriously because when somebody loves you, that really means a lot.
Oh.
And if I feel like I can't live up to the needs of somebody who loves me, like,
I get, when people tell me they love me, I get the what if they leave panic because it's like
same.
The second I like admit to myself, I'm like, wow, like I have like really like serious feelings for this person, and then I'm like, I'm weak. Like, I'm vulnerable.
God. Oh, my God. Like, yeah, no. I'll be like, oh, wow, I really, like, no! Anyway. So here's our...
Love is dead. Don't have kids.
Don't have kids.
Just
don't
kidding.
be in love. Don't... Just be by yourself.
Just be by yourself forever.
Because otherwise, you'll have anxiety about, okay, well, this person loves me. Uh-oh, now I have to, like... be this person, and like what if I'm not good enough? What if I let them down? Or on the other end, I have feelings for this person.
What if something happens to them?
What if they die?
Yeah.
What if they leave me? What if they decide that I'm not good enough anymore? Anyway, life is a nightmare and relationships are trash. Just don't do it.
I remember one time like, you know, in a relationship with somebody, and they were getting on a
Karen
flight.
must have been so excited to finally hit New York.
They were getting on a flight, and we always, like, talked, like, before they would go on flights. And I missed the phone call. And so, like, by the time I, like, texted back, like, they had already taken off, and I was like, what if this was my last chance? And I was, like, very upset. Because, like, you know, you get that, like, crazy brain where you're just, like, what if?
Yeah.
Love sucks.
By the way, the person who told me that they loved me, it wasn't a bad thing that they told me that they loved me. It was that I take the responsibility of being loved so seriously that it's like, that's like a major thing to do. Well, like, I don't know.
Are you saying that it puts a lot of pressure? Like, you feel a lot of personal pressure?
It's not that, like, I feel like they're putting pressure on me. It feels like, okay, this is really serious, and, like, I understand the importance of having somebody's love, and, like, that's, like, so precious, you know? Does that make sense? So I didn't feel like they were putting it on me. I was being like, oh, my God, that's such a responsibility. Like, anyway.
Fly by night, not by fright, into the big city bright. Stop. that cliche never dying in the steel of the buildings, the warp of the street. But no matter what or where I spin, the pull of a million dead poets takes me to dance once again. Go. But this time I get to lead until the next flight.
So anyway, that's why I choose to have like 3 people I care about and no more, because the responsibility is too much.
Wait.
But outside of my immediate family.
Okay. I was like, hey!
No, you count. Don't worry.
I was like,
outside
that only covers your family.
No, outside of my immediate
This
family.
is such a weird
like
fucking
sitting here
place.
counting on my fingers.
I literally
But that's
only
what's
have
cool about it.
enough emotional room because I give so much emotional resources to each person because I'm like, this is important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, 3, that's it. And only one person can touch me. I don't let anyone touch me.
I'm
Stop!
so glad Jacob and his sister are doing okay.
That's why I
They
like Death
deserve some
Stranding.
peace.
That's why I like Death Stranding so much. I was like, oh, finally, someone understands that being touched is the worst. Hola, Sean. Sorry, I did not write to you sooner, but this was the first time I've had a chance to relax after we got out of Haven Point, thanks to you and your brother. I still can't believe it really happened. So bizarre. Sarah Lee and I do miss our parents, but we're really not ready to let them know where we are yet. We will figure it out later. Thanks to my old savings account, I finally got Sarah Lee antibiotics, so she's been feeling better pretty fast. Kids are like superhumans. I knew they didn't need our money.
Mm-hmm.
The most important thing to me is my sister, just like your brother. You were lucky to have each other, and when you both came our way, we were blessed. I'm trying to track down our Humboldt crew, so I'll keep you posted. I hope everyone is okay after that night on the farm. We all deserve a break and a better future. Please let me know when you make it to the other side. You and Daniel got this. Give our little hero a big hug. Thanks. Take care, Jake. Look at this handwriting.
That's, wow.
Oh, Karen actually gave us the real bed and she sleeps on the thing. Okay, that's her love language.
So good to have a home. Again. And a real bed.
Ooh, eye medicine. We better do that.
Gotta keep my eye lube handy.
Ugh.
Glad I don't need it as much. She changed my diapers, but it feels kind of awkward to be here.
I can imagine that if you didn't have a female presence in your,
Like growing up.
I don't know, should I call it female presence? Feminine presence? Bra having presence in your life. That, like, having that in your
All
life
her life
is
possessions
weird.
are in here. Ugh. I wish Karen didn't tell me she got a rattlesnake out of the toilet last week.
Oh, no.
Oh. Use USB key. Why?
I totally forgot about that key.
What is
Whoa. I should have gone through that flash drive weeks ago.
Oh my god, that's
Oh.
the one that Lila gave us at the beginning of episode 1, I think. If I
Hey,
remember.
Dad.
Oh,
Oh.
Dad, ouch.
Lila always knew how to crack me up.
Oh, that's... I can't open the movie. We can't just sit here and watch a whole movie.
Wow.
Had no clue there was a network of seed pirates. Karen's a real life hacker.
Oh yeah, actually it is pretty hard because so many companies bioengineer or genetically engineer their seeds to make them not viable. So yeah, you would need pirated seeds. It's true.
Karen takes on some small pieceworks for a living.
Hi, Karen.
Must pay better than poetry.
Thanks for your last advice column. We got quite a response and a lot of hits. I know you don't want a social media footprint, but you could generate a lot of clicks with your insights. Looking forward to your next piece. Please make sure to send your invoice for May and June. Managing editor, Desert Life Weekly.
Brody's so good at describing painful situations. And seeing the good into it.
The last time I saw my mother before this year, I was telling her to leave me the fuck alone. Great, this is gonna be great. that I was done with the whole bullshit family. My real fam were the strangers I met on the road who became friends, not my family, who became strangers. I adopted all the online connections I made around the world and all those wandering souls that I would encounter on my journeys ahead. You would be reading about them now, except the next time I saw my mother, she was in hospice care at our Utah home, her body light and frail as web, holding my hand and telling me that she was sorry about everything that kept us apart for most of my adult life. My mom was dying of cancer, and she was sorry. So I cried, she cried, my brother cried, we all cried, and all the years of family bullshit blew away to dust, like that finger snap sound. I just wasn't mad anymore. I didn't know it would be so easy, so hard. It didn't mean the past didn't happen or that I wasn't responsible in my own way. My brother used to tell me I was a fake liberal because I was out trying to save the world.
While I was out trying to save the world.
Because while I was out trying to save the world, he had to take care of Mom and the family estate. Maybe he was right, but I told him that he had the money to take care of them. God damn, if I was in charge of the finances, I would have given away the family estate and we'd be broke, living in a co-op. My brother knows this. Okay, whatever. Families are just fucking weird. Society tells us to love your parents and siblings simply out of blood and chance. But what if you hate each other? What if you're only linked by random DNA? What if? Very complicated feelings.
Mm-hmm.
He's, like, right and wrong at the same time.
How's he wrong?
Well, he's being kind of a jerk to his brother. So I can understand why his brother feels the way he does, and I can understand why Brody feels the way he does. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, Brody and his family, they probably had some sort of toxicity that I don't know about. But at the same time, I can also understand why his brother would resent that. From his perspective,
he just kind of like flew away and was like
from his brother's perspective, he was stuck, taking care of a dying parent, which is really hard. So I can understand why a resentment would build. And I would imagine from his brother's perspective, he's in charge of the estate, and so he's going to be financially compensated for all the years he probably had to give up in terms of work and personal life, so that he can have enough money saved up for like the years that he had to take care of his mother. While Brody would say, like, I would just give it all away. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying that's bad to think that, but it's like sometimes that's why people who are caretakers get more. It's because they had to make a lot of personal sacrifices.
I did assume when he said family estate that meant that the family had enough money to take care of it, and that his brother's contribution was more like the emotional toll, or like the emotional work that goes into like taking care of a parent. Not necessarily financial, because he says, like, if I was in charge of the finances, I would have given away the family estate. Mm-hmm. Meaning, like, it's family money. Mm-hmm. It's not... So, like, Brody gave up the money because he didn't want the responsibility, Mm-hmm. Which I'm not saying, like, makes him right.
I'm sure Brody must be, like, not wanting to be a part of it for a valid reason. And at the same time, his brother's probably mad at him for valid reasons, and they're both just mad, and that's both valid.
Yeah. This is why when you get to a certain age in the family, you walk to the top of a cliff and you jump off. So that way nobody has to take care of you or worry about you anymore.
Okay, Sissy, please don't do that. You know that
that's the winter of your life.
Stacey, you know that I would kill you.
I'm just saying, it's that way you don't have to worry.
Nobody in the village is over 70. No, this is unfair to me because I've been emotionally preparing myself for 10 years. Like, literally, you know how you said, Mari, you have to kill me?
Yeah.
I have taken that seriously, because I know, like...
It's a big responsibility.
Okay, I'm not going to kill you if you're, like, healthy. Okay?
Just do it!
Stacey, literally, like, you think you're okay, so apparently you were joking, but
I wasn't
Stacy
joking.
made me promise her that if she was like, you know, do not resuscitate, like on a ventilator shit,
Yeah.
that I would do it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I like have planned in my head all the different scenarios, like. What if her parents are still alive and they say no and I have to, like, fight them legally? And, like, what if I have to, like... Because I'm not going to break the law. I'm not, like, going to jail for you. But, like... So don't you dare jump off a cliff after I've emotionally prepared myself so much.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
So you want to kill me.
Yes! Because you asked me to.
Okay.
That's how much I care. Okay? That's what I mean when I say I take... relationships seriously. I will kill you at the expense of my own mental health. Okay? So that's how serious so don't you dare kill yourself, because I've been preparing myself
To do it.
to do it. Okay? Legally, I've like thought of all the different ways.
Mm-hmm. The loopholes to get out of,
Not to get out of it, just to be like, hey, she told, you know what, we'll have this on record. Say it on record so I can come back in 20 years. That's it. That's all that.
We miss you
that's
too,
the whole
Lila.
thing.
Always.
Oh, so she's doing me during the day, all good, under control. Me 3 a.m. in my bed. So she's doing good. My baby.
Free the families. My birthday baby bro, Daniel Diaz. Missing, not forgotten. I'll make a wish for you.
Only 10 likes? What the fuck, dude?
It's fucking cold.
Man, I'm still not used to this heat out here.
Hello, we are Geek Remix. We play really slow.
I'm so glad Jacob
really
and his
slow.
sister are doing okay.
Well, we saw
They
like a
deserve
lot
some
of
peace.
stuff, you know? Name tag.
Either Karen was desperate for a job, or she loved
Okay.
working with kids.
Let's break this down for 10 minutes, this name tag.
First of all,
Shaped like a frog. What's up with that?
wait a second. Why was she able to be a camp counselor for kids, but she couldn't be my mom?
Oh my god.
Karen has been camping in her own house since we arrived.
Yeah, well, okay, she can do that. I hate that he feels like he's invading her space, but I see why.
Yeah. I think it's more like he feels like a stranger to her, you know?
Shitty wolf tattoo. Iconic.
Yes.
I have to admit, I do miss that Pacific Northwest weather. Sometimes.
Yeah, I bet.
You've been here over a month now. What do you think of our little oasis?
This place is like another world. Don't even know how to describe it.
I think you just did. It has a unique atmosphere. That's why people come here from all over the country. For their own reasons. Not perfect, but it works.
It is so peaceful out here. Guess that's what everybody's really looking for. Peace.
You're probably right. Yes, I still feel like we're really privileged out here. There's bad shit going on in this desert.
Yeah. I don't think you can ever really get away from everything.
You can't escape reality. Even here. We just live slightly apart from it.
So... how did you end up here? This place is not on the map.
Like most of us, I was first brought here by someone, Maggie. After I failed to make it in New York, I was lucky enough to meet her down in Florida. She's had a tough life. This place was her getaway. She's long gone now, but her name is still written all over this place.
Well, thanks for bringing us here.
Oh, Sean. I'm glad I was able to help you. By the way, can you grab your brother so we can all talk?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just thought we could spend this day together. Just the three of us.
Big brother to Superwolf. We need you at Karen's trailer. Copy?
Sure. I mean, 10-4. Hola.
Hola, compadre. How about a trek around the canyon today? You in?
Totally.
Let's pack then.
I'm just like waiting for her to be like, okay, you have to leave now.
I think she's gonna really just bear and grit it as long as she can because she feels guilty. I think, you know what it also is? I think she doesn't mind them as much now that they're older and more independent.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets... It might have been like, oh god, like, this is... She's able to be where she wants to be, and they're no longer, like, baby kids anymore.
Well, and they're
so
also...
she can, like, walk
Should
away
have
when she
camped near
feels
that
like
little
it.
creek.
And they're, like,
It
on her
was so
territory
perfect.
now.
Nah. You'll need a good night's sleep after all this. And the car's just half a mile down the path.
This place makes for a pretty cool bedroom, though.
Man, I'm beat.
Oh,
It's possible.
sorry. Just got one last thing to show you guys.
She could have been a mom.
Can't
in
get enough of this place.
Come on, Daniel. Give me your hand.
Maybe it was like she felt like she was pretending on too many fronts. I don't know if you've ever had that
Slow
feeling where
down,
you're
Mom.
like,
You walk too fast.
Well, I
More walk,
remember
less talk.
watching
Daniel,
a
pass me
YouTube,
up.
watching a YouTube video of this guy who lives in like a hole in the ground, but like a really cool hole in the ground. And
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, my kids come to
Guys.
visit me
Check this out.
during the summer."
Now this is
and he was
nature's
like
art.
being a weirdo, but he's still seeing his kids.
It's so big and pretty.
And so quiet. Except for the birds of prey. Shh. Listen.
Serious?
If we're lucky. Yeah.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Daniel, we said be quiet.
Uh-oh. I hear a wolf. Better be careful of hunters out here.
The Wolf Brothers can't be trapped. You'd help us. You must hide all the time, Mom.
There's not a lot to do, but it's enough for me. Good thing Joanne likes to come with me.
Oh, I bet she would be fun to go hiking with.
Well, not when I go too fast. She's all about the journey. We usually find a good pace. Usually.
Joanne is like Sean. They make art, so they stop to look at stuff. You're way more like me. Fast.
Yeah, I am like you, Daniel. So let's hurry up.
Also, I don't want people to think that I'm like making excuses for any of Karen's behavior. It's just worth it, I think, to look at like what is the best option out of all of the awful options. You know?
Sometimes there's not a good one.
Yeah, sometimes there's not a good
I
option.
love to come here to get away from... away.
I bet.
It's the best spot.
Let's sit down. So, hey, I do appreciate that you guys stuck around this long. Thank you.
Wow.
Savage one on the bottom right.
Yeah.
Regret leaving us now?
Yeah.
I think we should ask it though.
Oof. I just like almost don't want Daniel to hear the answer though.
Oh yeah.
If it was
you
just
know what?
us,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that's-
okay. Got to know you better.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's like if Daniel wasn't here.
Yeah.
It was good to get to know you better. See your life.
This place is pretty cool. It's like Ferry Road, but nicer. I got to learn about living in a desert, hiking canyons, counting stars.
You're a natural-born explorer. It's hard to believe you two are actually out here with me. I was lucky we had this chance. Just know I love both of you so much, and I'm proud of who you are, and where you're going.
I don't know if I want to invite her.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to
She's
invite
like,
her, but...
I think we'll make it.
Karen, be honest. Do you think we'll make it to Mexico?
You made it this far. Going through hell. I hope so, Sean. You both deserve it. But I have to be upfront with both of you. What happened in Haven Point is catching up on us.
Huh? What do you mean?
When we were in town, we saw some stories in the papers. The feds are definitely tracking us down in the region.
Shit.
And they'll find us.
Well, figures. This couldn't last forever.
So... this is it?
See you, Nana. We'll leave tomorrow.
Can you hand me that bag, Sean? That's why I brought you back here. I made these for the 4th of July, but this is better.
Oh! I love those things!
Oh, are they like lanterns?
Oh.
Yeah, they're paper lanterns.
Oh.
Whoa,
I definitely forgot
awesome.
that that's what they were.
Cool.
I thought they were bombs.
Let's light
No,
up
I
the
thought
sky.
they were like little plates and that she was going to throw them and Daniel would explode them in the air.
Wait, that's a better idea. Shit.
Like clay pigeons, you know?
Yeah. Actually, she was like, I brought us guns.
So I wanted to teach you how to protect yourselves.
By the way, we're not going to change any of the music. It's going to be what it is.
You know, I think there's something to be said for how some of the choices like that you make in this game, there are things that would be easier or like easier in the moment or like more satisfying, but we specifically don't do those things because we think about how Daniel would interpret that choice.
Yeah, I feel like that's really important.
Yeah.
Because we're better parents than everybody else who plays
Yeah.
this game on YouTube.
But you know, like I've noticed that like several times how we always think about like how is he going to interpret me doing this, and that's why parenting sounds horrible.
So hard.
Horrible and
Because
terrifying.
I can't do whatever I want all the time.
Yeah.
I only want to be parents in video games. No, but like, see, like it's. Just,
I just want a BB in a pod. That's all I want.
Can we just put it in a pod?
Can we just put it in a pod forever?
No, but seriously, that's from my stupid, dumb, non-parent point of view. What being a parent is like, you have to think about everything you're doing because they're constantly absorbing everything. I would like to live out here, but only if I had access to like being able to bathe.
Are you guys all set up to leave?
No. Such we have to leave again. I think I'm kind of scared.
Oh, honey.
What are you gonna do now? Take off and hide?
Not this time. I can't just run from this forever. So I'll do what I have to help you. It won't be easy crossing that border. So I'm gonna give you a head start from the police.
Wait, how?
What's your
What?
plan?
The cops are after me
Terminator.
too, for what happened in Nevada. So they can catch me instead of you. Fair trade.
Mom, you'll go to jail for helping us.
It's not about me right now. We need to get your asses to Puerto Lobos.
Are they gonna pretend like Mexico wouldn't, like, extradite people or something? I'm just so curious about how this is. Sorry.
You don't have to do this, Karen.
I let you guys down before. Not this time. I
Thanks,
knew
Mom.
what I was doing when I came to Haven Point looking for your brother. I felt it was the right thing to do. And I feel the same today. I tried to live by my own rules, no matter what. I don't expect you boys to be like me. But try to stay true to yourselves. This is your life. Don't let anybody get in the way.
What were you gonna say?
I think that maybe the thinking is that, like, once you leave the country, you are depending on local law enforcement, like, so, like, Mexican police, to have the time and resources and care enough to track them down.
Yeah.
Which it might not necessarily be the case, because it's like, you know, they leave the country, it's like, what does Mexico care if they,
That's true.
you know, it's like,
I just, like, I know they see Puerto Lobos as this really safe place, but in reality,
well, it's not,
Mexico is not very safe right now.
it's not that, though. It's that, like, you know, in, like, a lot of, like, you know, like, crime thrillers, like, the whole goal is to just get out of the country, because once you cross country lines, it becomes a lot harder for authorities to track you down.
Yeah.
So even if it's not necessarily safer, like, in terms of, like, security, I think what they're really worried about is U.S. cops, and, like, because right now it looks like they murdered a cop, and, ugh.
I don't know. Dad didn't raise us this way. He was a rebel, but he wasn't a criminal. He didn't teach us to say, fuck it.
Esteban had a lot more faith in the system than me. I had to do shit my own way. Look, I only want you and Daniel to get what you deserve. Okay. This is the last roundup.
Wait, let me say bye to Joanne.
All right. I'm gonna go do one last checkup on the truck before you hit it. And don't forget what we talked about. It's your life, Sean. You should go see David. He has something
Please.
Yes!
Please
Okay.
smoke a doobie. Please smoke a marijuana cigarette.
Smoke a marijuana cigarette with David.
I want him to say, is this a marijuana? It's marijuana,
Is this
all right.
grass?
I want him to say marijuana with a wha. Oh, right to Karen.
Yeah. Is this a doobie?
I don't know if I'd... I'm thinking about how Sean would feel, how I feel.
He's
How do
been
you
calling her
feel?
mom, I think.
No, he's been calling her Karen, but Daniel's been calling her mom. But how do you feel?
I would say, hey, Karen.
Yeah, I feel like Karen, like, not to be rude.
We don't have to be a total jerk, but
Like, I don't think Karen's rude. It's just like, yeah.
not as nice as it could be.
Yeah.
Hey, Karen. I'm better with drawing than writing, but still, here it goes.
I want to be I want to be, like, sentimental, but, like, still guarded. Does that make sense?
I'd maybe go with we're so different. I don't know.
I think oddball is more saying the same thing without being mean about it.
All right.
You're still an oddball to me. But, you know, I'm glad I got to spend time with an oddball like you.
See? Don't give up in your freedom. I think that's important.
So don't give up on your freedom. Despite our differences, I'm glad you get to do things your own way. Just lay low for a while. We'll try to reach you once we find our own freedom. Until then, take care.
Yeah, I don't want Karen to take the fall.
Sean.
Also, I don't think it would help very much.
No.
I think it's just like, I understand that she's trying to make a gesture,
Well,
and I accept it, and that's cool.
I don't think it's necessarily just a gesture. I think it's also, like, the thinking is that it would be, like, a distraction for the cops to give them time.
But it's still a gesture for her to give up her freedom. That's, like, a huge thing for her.
Yeah.
So, leave as is.
Let's look at the newspaper.
Look at that. They won't ever leave us alone.
FBI and Nevada police are searching for a woman and her 2 teenage sons after a suspicious fire destroyed a church in Haven Point, Nevada.
Cult church. Cult. They were a cult. They were a dangerous cult who kidnapped children.
Very yeasty.
Very yeasty.
A yeasty cult.
Listen.
Who worshipped...
If someone you know becomes obsessed with making bread from scratch, they are deeply depressed.
All right. Why do you have to call me out like this? When I made my own yeast, not from my body.
Whoa!
Not from my body, okay? Remember?
Oh.
I made it.
Should go see what
I
David
made natural
wants now.
yeast, not from my body. It didn't come from my body. Like, I know I saw some article about some girl saying that it was feminist to do that. I was like,
No.
okay, you know what? You know that I'm down with the woman's, okay? But, like, can you not say that everything weird is feminist? Like, I'm gonna be real with you.
This place has too many adults.
Taking things out or in out of
But I'm
your
gonna miss
vagina, that's not the feminist agenda. Please stop making bread out of your yeast. Please stop putting your period blood on stuff.
And,
like,
eating the placenta.
And stop saying that that's feminist. Like, I don't know how it is.
You're making
Please.
us look bad.
You're making us look bad. Like, that's, like, please. Like, you know that I always say the most ridiculous pro-woman stuff. But, like, I have a line. Please. Stop saying that. Like, your vagina bread is not feminism.
Huh. Is that the same person who rode her back in Beaver Creek?
Hi, Rumi. Yes, I know New York in August is hot as balls. You did say you like the heat, but my apartment under the roof can be really suffocating. Don't want to rub it in, but Aspen is my new summer home. Daily temp around 70 degrees and hot tub at night. Anthony's cabin is more like a ski lodge. Next trip, maybe you can tag along. Poet's Retreat. Best cure for your writer's block. And please, let me know when you can pay me back for August's rent. I definitely need it for next month. And up here in Aspen. I'll see you on September 5th instead of the 4th, so put your clothes on. Stay out of trouble, and remember to water my babies this time. Love ya, Emma. Huh.
She was that close. Sucks she had to pay all that money back.
Dear Miss Reynolds, pursuant to our conversation on June 10th and your inability to submit your poetry manuscript the other way to Ravensburg Press by the deadline, blah, blah. Despite repeated efforts to accommodate you, we regret to inform you that this breach of contract means we shall no longer be publishing the collection as part of our new Poets series. As stated in the section of the contract, the author fails to deliver the manuscript by the agreed date, publisher has the right to recover the full amount of $10,000 advance. We have included with this letter a repayment form and schedule. As stated, the rights for your manuscript shall revert back to the author upon full repayment of the advance. If you have any further questions, please refer them to our legal team. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors.
That fucking sucks.
Yes.
Sorry, Alistair Moon. Dude, that sucks.
Man, like, that does remind... Like, there have been times, though, in my life where, like, I don't know if you've ever had a moment like that where, like, you were, like, teed up, like, ready for something, like...
Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I've ruined my life many times. Don't worry.
Yeah. One specific time, I had to audition, not like just...
Okay, dude.
Like,
Don't forget about David.
no, we're not...
All right, Sean.
Like, I had to do this, like, thing for, like, a makeup artist job. I did it. I got the job. They told me when to come in, and I got so freaked out that I just didn't go. It was like a dream job, and I just didn't show up.
And you know what we learned from that? Life is full. There isn't one single missed moment. Life is full of many moments. You know what I mean?
It would be weird to be back on the road with Daniel.
Because I know that people often think, I missed my chance. No, you didn't. You missed a chance, but there will be more chances.
Mm-hmm.
There will be. I promise you. Because guess what? Is your life shit because you didn't do the makeup artist job?
No, and I mean, like, now, like, I never would have done this. Maybe, who knows? Like,
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's, like, so many other things.
I might not
that
have met
did.
you.
Exactly.
Then where would I be? Lost.
Lost and
Lost
dead. You'd
and
probably be alive, being
Probably-
hooked to a ventilator.
I would probably...
No one to kill you.
My makeup would look fabulous.
True.
In death.
You'd probably be with somebody who wouldn't kill you. You know? Like, they don't even care.
Yeah, like, they wouldn't even care enough to do that for me.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I know that you were like, God, why did I do that? But that wasn't the only chance for something cool to happen in your life, was it?
Yeah. Well, and I'm also sharing this because I want people...
After all this
To
time
all
in the
cringe together.
Yeah, we can all, like,
Oh, God! Like,
God.
so if you're out there and you sabotaged yourself 20 to 80 to 1,000 times, like me...
That definitely wasn't the only time.
That definitely was not, like, you know, like, sabotaging your own success maybe 50 to a billion times a day.
Did you
Don't worry.
Did you skip a final because you were trying to get kicked out of college?
Oh! So I'm just saying that, like, no matter how many times you sabotage yourself, you can still figure it out.
Yep.
Dad was an absolute fan of this movie.
What is it?
Maybe they were
Covers from
nerds
space.
together.
Okay, any more, like, whoa. Secrets? Alright, let's go smoke a marijuana cigarette. Oh, shopping? Oh, man.
Should go see what
Cards?
David wants. I have to get one of these for Puerto Lobos. Daniel's a total addict now.
Okay, so we looked at everything. And then someone's gonna, you missed it! You missed the thing!
Yeah.
It's too late. Oh my god, please smoke a marijuana cigarette, please. That's all I want.
Wow. I want to hear about all the stuff.
I want to be on the phone with Chloe and her yelling.
Sean.
Hey,
It's his license plate.
Dan said you wanted to see me.
Yeah, but go grab that police scanner inside first. I gotta put these new plates on the car.
Sure. I'm on it.
I'll
Oh
join
my
you when
god,
I'm
I
done.
love how he's such a delinquent now. Oh
No,
my god, we could
Here's
just
the
snoop
thing,
right-
because he was ready at any moment for, like, shit to go down. And
Yeah,
he was like,
okay.
you know what?
Quick,
Yeah.
We gotta look at all his stuff.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and David won't be sharing any playlist.
I'm so glad we get to go look. See? I saw that and I was like,
Yeah.
but look at this. Oh my god.
Wait, there's no... Oh, there's curtains in the bathroom.
They look cool.
Oh.
She went from
I
blue
wonder
to
which
green.
one is his daughter.
She went from blue to green.
Oh my god. I'm dying.
Just like me. Like, I used to have blue hair. Now it's green. Ha ha ha
Did
ha
she
ha.
get her tattoo inked out?
Maybe she got part of it inked out. Wow. You know?
I wonder
And then Max is like slightly longer, very slightly longer hair. Oh wait, she like did her bangs different.
Yeah.
So no, like they were here, cause look in the background, they came to visit. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, headcanon confirmed. Polaroids. How do I?
Cool portraits. Didn't think David had a taste for the arts.
Max took these pictures. Max took them.
Max took them. It's the new photo wall.
Oh my god. Max took these pictures. This is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. David is ready for that apocalypse. Or whatever.
I told you. He's a prepper.
I love how we always make jokes about bug out bags like I don't have emergency rations.
Like I haven't watched 3,000 videos.
I know!
About
Please.
people like running off
Please
into the
don't let
woods
the
and
cops
like
come
how to
looking
build
for
a
us out
shelter.
We're like, those people are like so weird.
Those people
right?
are so weird. Anyway, like
Anyway, this
these-
is why they're doing it wrong. I know how to do it right.
like there isn't like an entire YouTube section that I just watch for like 3 hours.
On how to like build a cabin out of like matchsticks.
Okay, so like I'm gonna say Survival Lily. You know, she's cool. She's just like she just does like a bunch of weird stuff now. But a few years ago, she's just like, I'm going out into the woods with my dog and I'm gonna build like stuff. She still does it, but she gets a lot of sponsorships now, which good for her. Get that money. But it's like a little different now. But there's like a whole thing.
Arthur said David could fix anything. He hopes. As if money could make up for everything he's lost.
Enclosed is your most recent deposit statement from the city of Arcadia Bay as per your negotiated settlement for damages. Please ensure the amount is accurate, la la la.
Darren Barr, agent. So this is insurance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a settlement, so.
Wonder where David got this police scanner.
They're like, yeah, the city of Arcadia Bay is giving you a settlement.
Must be his wife. Time's taking a serious toll on him since this. Poor
says
guy.
here the reason is that the town was blown off the map by a storm.
By lesbians?
By a lesbian storm?
Some sort of lesbian storm destroyed the town.
Very weird.
The gay agenda destroyed the town.
Okay, how does this thing work? Okay. Only gotta search between 140 and 160.
You're having a lovely morning on String Quartet.
Doesn't sound like cops.
Now with another classic from the good times.
When we're in Mexico, we won't have to deal with this shit anymore.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I have a feeling they're going
1,
to
2,
say
3.
something
1,
really
2,
weird.
3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Alex? Jonas? Hey, Alex? Guys, do you copy? Come on, pick up. Please.
Is that?
Wait, just...
Oxenfree.
Oh my god! Those were the main characters of
Alex and Jonas, remember? And he's like, hey guys.
Oh my god, cross universe.
I feel like so smart that I was like, that's from Oxenfree, and I just like fucking Googled it.
Yeah, dude, it was our powers combined. I was like, they're gonna say something. And you were like, I know what it is. That's the power of friendship, bitch. Demons. That's demons.
Mm-hmm. That's demons for sure.
But back to our caller, talking about climate.
Nah, nothing there.
Go on, sir.
All I was saying is, now you have these eco-terrorists trying to shut down our way of life. Just to punish us. You can't even look at a tree anymore without getting some fine or new regulation. If the earth is getting so damn hot, I mean, why is there snow?
I applaud you, sir, for not buying into the climate propaganda. You all know I have spent my whole life fighting this fascism.
Sounds like
Just
Alex
like your
Jones.
Oh my God.
humble host, this planet is a gift from God, and we can
No.
do whatever we want. Thanks for the call, Scott. All right, we'll be back to the Trust Limbo Show after a message from
You don't want to get old and die without a retirement plan for your family. So let our financial experts save your future today. Call for a free quote. Another hit from the backwoods on Dusty Rocks FM. Hooking you up all day long with true
Nope.
American rock
Definitely
and
not.
roll. 136, listening. We've got reports
Wait,
of
is this it?
down by Sam's.
Now we can spy on the cops all the way to Mexico. Thanks, David. You big rebel.
I love it. I love that, like, it, you know what it is, too, is that this feels so, like, right to me, that it doesn't feel shoehorned in at all
No,
to me.
yeah, Dave would totally just,
Like, this
just leave.
feels like exactly what he would do.
Yeah.
Just fucking peace out and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go be like a hippie now.
Like, in
Live-
his heart, he's always been kind of like a weirdo.
Yeah.
He's just always needed to do it.
And your mom's car is all ready to roll. Did you get the police scanner?
Yep. And I found the police frequency.
Hawaiian shirt.
How about that? Good job. Now, you'll always want to know what they're up to. No surprises on your way to the border. All right. This is the fastest route. When you get there, cross between these two stations. Now, you have to exit the main road and drive through the desert for a while. But Karen's car should be okay. You got all that?
Sure. Think so.
Sean, you have to know. The police are on your ass. You only get one chance here. I'm not trying to be a dick. Just honest.
I know, David. Thanks.
Wow, David's really put some effort into,
Here.
like,
Have a seat.
changing.
His tone.
Yeah, he's like,
I don't
I'm
mean to
not
order you
a
around.
dick.
Bad habits die hard. And yes, I was suspicious when Karen showed up with you two. But
Okay,
after watching
there's
you and
the
your little
David.
brother for a while, I think I get what you're going through. When our town was destroyed by that hurricane,
Cyclone.
my stepdaughter and her friend were among the only survivors.
friend.
Oh, her friend?
We lost everyone else.
Jeez. I'm sorry.
I used to hate them for running away. They hit the road straight away, never to look back, while I was trying to rebuild.
Get along now?
Yeah.
Did you stay in touch? Do you get along now?
Yeah. Took me a while to acknowledge the past was the past and move on. Like they did. Once I realized that, I reached out to them. And we made peace with each other.
Can you say girlfriend?
They stayed here
instead
for a
of friend?
while. It felt good to connect with my daughter. At last. You guys remind me of them, in a way. And I don't want to fuck things up this time. Sean, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you get out of here. That's my duty now. But I want to be straight up with you, okay?
Yeah. Of course.
I know you guys got screwed. That you think nobody will ever believe you. But the truth is on your side. You and Daniel can't just hide out forever. Is that how you see yourself in 10 years? If you step up and face the law, you can be free. Sooner than later.
What do you think?
Maybe like,
I'm leaning towards turn yourself in, but I also, like, I don't know, you know?
I would probably say want a new life.
Okay.
We've come too far now. We just want a new life. That's it.
I understand. I do. I'm trying to be the adult. You're too young to be dealing with all this. And Daniel is growing up fast. Too fast.
That's what I'm worried about.
You made it here. So I know you're on the right path. Oh. Sorry. I really have to take this. Hey, sweetie. What's up?
Chloe calls him on purpose. That's like big. Huge.
Told
you Huge. New
Yorkers were assholes. Yeah, I know. How about that other gallery she told me about? Cool. Fingers crossed then.
Aww.
Nah, your old man doesn't fear the heat. Yeah, those solar panels are finally up and running. You'll see them next time you come by. I don't know. Maybe if you drive down to Louisiana or Texas, that'd be cool. Yeah, gotcha. All right. Take care then. Wish Max luck for me, okay?
He said it. He said the word Max. Alert.
Max confirmed.
Bye-bye. Love ya.
Like, that's how I was like, he said the word Max. I can't believe how invested I was in that. I was like, oh my god.
I can't believe, like, how, like, we're like, yeah, we're just gonna snoop his phone call. We're just gonna stand here, like, with our head visible. We don't care. But we have to know.
We needed it to. I knew. I was like, I have to hear everything. I need to know everything.